Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte, tonight, the Charlotte Hornets getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors begin the game with the basketball. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Miles Bridges. Shot clock winding down. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He missed it. Leonard to Lowry. For three. His first effort off the mark. Walker into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Screen coming. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Down low to Williams. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Lowry has the basketball. To Leonard. Lowry to Leonard. Lowry to Danny Green. Lowry can't connect. Into the front court, it's Walker. 2-point advantage. To Miles Bridges. No good. Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. To Danny Green. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Down low to Williams. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Leonard. Takes stock of the floor. Work it down to Gasol. Has a look. Shot by Gasol, no good.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Walker to Miles Bridges. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. Can't connect. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down a point. To Gasol. Pascal Siakam. Gasol to Leonard. Bismack Biyombo pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Walker. That is great vision to set it up. The rebounds corralled by the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard. Working hard on the glass. The follow won't go either.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker missed his first. That one goes.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game for the Raptors, number 17, Jeremy Lin.
Lin to Gasol. Short jumper won't fall.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
The Hornets with 4 to shoot, trying to cash in. A fundamental shot right there. First quarter is complete. The Hornets have the lead. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Here comes the screen. Batum can't get the bounce. Toronto has the basketball. Shot from the lane won't go. To Nick Batum. Can't connect. Leonard to Lin. Leonard to Jeremy Lin. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Gets a look. Can't hit. Parker into the front court. Up by 3. Miles Bridges. Oh, had him going there for a second. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard. 2 of 4 now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Charlotte basketball. Parker. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Here's the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Now a whistle, and Toronto is going to use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Leonard.
For the Hornets, number 15, Kemba Walker.
To Lowry. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. To Walker. Has a chance. That's rebounded by Toronto. Short jumper won't go down. The follow won't go either. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Up 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Trying to cash in. Almost, but no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
To Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. Walker. Biombo rocking the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 15.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 6 now. Now a timeout from the Hornets coach as they'll discuss now a 3-point game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Walker to Miles Bridges. And counted at the rim.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Lowry down low for Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. No man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Charlotte with the basketball. Surveys the floor. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. That misses with a second to go. Time expires to end the first half. The Hornets out in front.
for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Hornets have themselves a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Charlotte Hornets. The Raptors are within striking distance at the half, and that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Field goals.
This matchup has been all about consistent offense. Each team has a solid field goal percentage, and in turn, it makes the second half all about the defense. I want to see which players step up to make the difference.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Lowry would have definitely preferred being our player of the half, but he was anything but that. And I must say, it was pretty interesting to see how he handled missing so many three-pointers by shooting even more three-pointers. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Hornets right now in possession. Here comes the screen. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Lowry to Danny Green. Marvin Williams able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Walker. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Pascal Siakam download this all. A big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Walker. Can't connect from in close. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Lowry to Leonard. Gets it in the left corner. Turns and slams it down.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Hornets at the controls of this one. Screen coming. To Walker. 5 on the shot clock. Has a look. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Lowry. They'll get it down to Leonard. Off the assist.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Walker with the basketball. Tie game, 3rd quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Miles Bridges.
Watch cutter, watch cutter, watch cutter.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
There is no recovery, Ed, in particular if the defender does not stay on balance.
To Miles Bridges. Oh, he had him there for a second. Knocks it down off the step back.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Lowry into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. Pascal Siakam. To Lowry. Danny Green to Leonard. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Now whistle, and Charlotte is going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point basketball game.
If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Walker. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Jeremy Lin at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Missed the foul shot. Hornets have the basketball. To Batum. Probing the defense. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's 3 for 7.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Leonard to Ibaka. Leonard to Gasol. He connects with the step back.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Walker to Nick Batum. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Kawhi Leonard. Not that time. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Raptors have the lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. We thought based on this matchup, this could be a one-sided affair. But, oh, Jay, this has been a tight contest.
Yeah, they got the lead, but they've really had to work for it. And sometimes when you think you're going to have an off night and win the game by 20, that's when you find yourself in this league in those dogfights.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Lowry into the front court. Leads 4. To Leonard. Gets a look. Can't hit. Walker into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Here comes the screen. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Bismack Biyombo with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Ed, here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Nothing going here on that drive. Kemba Walker sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Bismack Biyombo. New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Charlotte Hornets, number 0,
Ibaka. Marvin Williams snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Lowry. Beyond the arc for 3. Drains it.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Charlotte basketball. Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Not going down for him this time. And he draws contact. 2 shots coming up for the Spaniard, the All-Star, Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Into the front court, it's Walker. The deficit is 6.
Lock that down. You got that.
Here comes the screen. That pass taken away by Toronto.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Ibaka to Leonard. From the painted area, won't go down. To Kemba Walker. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
The savvy players, arms in you, they even throw their bodies into you, and as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Lowry. To Leonard.
Watch that cutter.
Fires the three. Won't go down. To Walker. The pass set it all up. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Lowry buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Now the Hornets take the timeout, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Walker to Batum. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
Hits the first free throw.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Sends it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a two-possession game, so if he hits one or two of these, it could be all she wrote.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
First one goes down. He makes them both.
Shot, bro.
Charlotte with the basketball.
I got ball, I got ball. I got so cool.
It's the Raptors with the victory as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors put together a nice win here today. They were very opportunistic on defense, and it earned them a bunch of steals. Those first turnovers made all of the difference. The Charlotte Hornets didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. The Hornets got their point scoring from these guys on screen.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard, seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.